So the question is this just the beginning? Because I told y'all, when America is under attack, it's not just going to be missiles that's flying off. So experts have been saying for a while now that the new type of war will be cyber. And so the first thing that will happen, and this is according to them, okay, and then I'm going to show you what has just happened, is they will hack our system. Communication is the first thing they're going to do. They're going to see what kind of information they can get on people, especially people higher rank, but it does not exclude us, the small folk. They will hack whatever they can, and then they will move on. They will stay in that system, but they will move on to the next thing. The next thing will be not just them hacking into the system, but turning those systems off, meaning your phone, power, water, those things will be hacked. All of these things will take place to create chaos before, and to get our military systems down before they ever try to hit with the missile, because they know if they don't do those things, they won't be successful. So I say to you, wherever you are, get some rations. And I hate to call it like that, but rations. Get some rations. Get some shelf-stable food. Learn to cook off grid. Learn whatever skills you can learn in case the grid goes down. Now, check these videos out. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Is this just the beginning of the attack on America? And is there more to come? It's not a question of if we get this attack. It is a question of when we come under attack. And what can you do the first 24 hours? You need to prepare now, because if you don't have these things in place, you know, it's going to be every man, woman for themselves. But we need to get things in check.
Learning more tonight about the massive Chinese hack into phone systems right here in the U.S. Federal authorities acknowledging for the first time Chinese hackers successfully stole data from hundreds of thousands of Americans, hacking at least 8 telecommunication companies, and now suggesting Americans who don't want their text messages and conversations stolen by China to use apps for encrypted messaging. Here's Pierre Thomas.
Tonight, the chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee telling ABC News millions of Americans could potentially be impacted by a massive Chinese hacking and espionage campaign. Authorities now say at least 8 American telecommunications giants were compromised as part of a recently discovered global hacking operation. The news coming as ABC News learned U.S. authorities suspect the data of hundreds of thousands of U.S. mobile phone users was stolen, with more than 1 million unsuspecting consumers likely affected.
Senator, just how serious is this issue?
This is the worst telecom hack in United States history.
According to the FBI, the Chinese government stole a large amount of data, including who the phone users were talking to, when they spoke, and where they were communicating from. In some cases, the Chinese hackers were able to read text messages and to actually listen in on conversations of a small group of high-profile Americans. But officials today also acknowledging the massive privacy implications for so many average Americans. Tonight, they're urging consumers to use encrypted apps for their communications, including text messages and voicemail recordings.
Officials acknowledge that those hackers are still in those phone networks and say it will take some time to get them out, David.
Saying not just politicians and government leaders, but everyday Americans too in this country.
World War III doesn't start with explosions. It starts with silence. Number 6 reveals the invisible threat that will kill more people than any bomb, and most won't see it coming. Here's 10 terrifying things that happen in the first 24 hours of World War III. 1. Your phone becomes a paperweight. The first sign isn't missiles, it's your phone buzzing with emergency alerts. 50 notifications flood in, then nothing. The network chokes and dies. The digital world stops. No calls, no internet, no GPS. You're completely cut off. 2. The grid goes dark in minutes. Traffic lights die. Power plants shut down. Water pumps stop working. You have maybe 20 minutes before the taps run dry forever. If you didn't fill every container with water immediately, you're already behind. 3. Grocery stores become war zones. Within 6 minutes, every store becomes a gladiator arena. It's not looters, it's your neighbors. Susan from book club just elbowed a teenager for the last case of water. If you left your house, you're already in danger. 4. They target infrastructure, not cities. The bombers aren't hitting neighborhoods, they're hitting power plants, refineries, water treatment facilities. Take out the systems, and you don't need nukes. Hospitals go dark, cholera makes a comeback, society collapses from the inside. 5. A lit window makes you a target. If your house has lights on, you're advertising that you have resources. Black out your windows with trash bags and cardboard. Make your home look abandoned or already looted. The best fight is the one you never have. 6. Disease will kill more than bombs. Your toilet won't flush. Sewage systems fail. If you don't set up a 2-bucket waste system immediately, sickness will spread faster than any weapon. Disease will kill more people in the first weeks than missiles ever could. 7. An EMP fries everything electronic. An electromagnetic pulse from a high-altitude detonation can destroy every circuit board within hundreds of miles. Your car, your computer, pacemakers, all dead. Unless you built a Faraday cage with a metal trash can, you've lost your tools. 8. The government tells you nothing. 6 hours in, the radio crackles. Nationwide state of emergency. Martial law in effect. Remain indoors. Then static. They won't tell you what's happening. Silence is control. The fog of war is literal. You're living in the gap between what happened and what they'll admit. 9. A lone wolf is a dead wolf. If you're alone, you're a target. You need a small, trusted group of neighbors who can stand watch in shifts. One person can't stay awake forever. A small pack that works together is a fortress. Isolation is death. 10. The first 24 hours decide if you live or die. The first day isn't about winning, it's about not losing. If you secured water, fortified your shelter, protected your electronics, and avoided panic, you survived day 1. But that was the easy part. The hard part starts now. Are you really prepared for the first 24 hours? Drop ready or not ready in the comments.
Couldn't get cornbread. We couldn't get cornmeal because most everything went to the military guys, and most of the men went away to war, and nobody to farm at that time to do. Yeah. You know what we made? Corn-like bread. We used grits. And the same way you make cornbread, you can make grits bread.
World War II didn't start with a surprise attack. It started with a staged one. In the final days before the war, German special forces put on Polish uniforms and crossed their own border. They hit a German radio station near Poland to make it look like a Polish attack, but it wasn't. Then disappeared into the night. By morning, the story was ready. Goebbels pushed it everywhere. Hitler could now stand up and say, "We're not attacking first, we're just defending ourselves from Polish aggression." A tiny border incident, scripted from start to finish, became the excuse for a full-scale invasion. That's the lesson. Before the tanks move, the story moves. And if there isn't a story that justifies war, somebody will invent one.
Here's to the good days. Here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water.